imagine most of us are probably giant fans of all the heists. Have you had a particularly fun either case or heist that you've gotten to do on the show as your character?
The heists are so much fun. This year's was fun.
I can't remember the exact. I just remember doing a scene where we were hunting a serial killer, and me and Andre chased him into like a mannequin factory. It was,
oh yeah.
Remember, it wasn't a. It was some serial killer one, which I always am into. Clearly.
That's your brand.
But I just loved all the jokes of being in like a creepazoid mannequin factory and having it be that sort of like cartoony set design. It was fun.
So Jake and Amy have kind of been on a wild ride relationship-wise, and they kind of, I feel like, I don't know if this is just me, but the conversation about children was, it came and then it went, and you guys kind of made a decision. What do you think is the next struggle that the two of you guys are going to go through?
Probably just figuring out how to have sex.
Yeah.
Like how does
That's the title
it
of your
work?
next sex tape.
For Jake, like, what does he do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I feel like Amy will just be like hyper Amy about it all, like taking her temperature and just sucking all the romance out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, we don't know what's going to happen this season, but I think like in any real relationship, it would be a natural kind of ongoing thing, like, and they have complicated jobs, which they talked about in that episode.
Yeah.
And
I'm assuming that the storyline will get dropped.
Yeah.
Like, we did a whole set-aside episode for it,
Yeah.
so I think it's teeing it up sort of to be strung out through the season, is my assumption.
You said that you don't know much about the season. Has there been conversations about what might be happening or what might be coming?
Well, the writer's room has been back for a while, but we've been on hiatus. So I've barely had a chance to even talk to Dan about it.
yeah.
Honestly, less than normal. I usually will like meet up with him and go on walks and we'll talk about future episodes and that kind of thing, but I've just been so busy that I said, fuck it. I'm assuming it'll be great. Yeah, like a shirt.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's my joke band.
I've heard of them. I thought it looked familiar.
How are you liking the convention scene? Have you been able to walk around just yet or look at anything?
We've honestly just been doing press.
Yeah.
Kind of came in, went straight to press, went to another press, now doing this press. Went over to the activation thing they had built for us, which I thought was really cool and unique. Man, they're getting good at advertising. It's like a whole escape room thing. Pretty cool. Anyway, it was really hot in there, though. I don't recommend it.
On sitcoms and comedies, often we can fall in love with the jokes and the zingers and the quirks of your characters, but over these years we've really gotten to fall in love with all of the cast as people, or all the characters as people. What's been the biggest moment for you in figuring out your character and really feeling Jake and Amy as real people and not just zinger delivery?
Zinger delivery receptacles? I guess for me, probably anytime you do an episode that's about something you've been through yourself or that feels like universally human to go through, and that can be in really nice positive ways, like the more like them connecting or proposing or that kind of stuff, and also to the harder things like doing the episode where Amy talks about getting sexually harassed and all that kind of stuff that we did last season, and dealing with that and trying to give it respect and deal with it in a real way. We've had a few episodes like that in the past few years, like Rosa coming out as bi, and Terry getting racially profiled in his own neighborhood. I think those things certainly help in terms of grounding the show in the world that we all actually live in and know, and be like, oh shit, right, it's not always just a bunch of jokes.
Yeah, and I think on the fun side, I remember really early on with Jake and Amy, once we kind of did a lot, we leaned into the competitive and the sort of like banter that was almost like how siblings fight, but then there was obviously like a little spark to it. I was like, oh, there they are. Like that's their dynamic, and that I don't think will ever change, and it hasn't. Like they're married in love, and she still like rolls her eyes at him.